So you have a switch, and you have have that switch off, and use a keyframe to turn it on. So, and you can select both of them at the same time and tweak them and give them a name, like Gary, and now they're both called that, and you could like make them the same color or whatever you want to do. So what this means is if there's some piece of logic like that, there's some piece of logic and it's turning this on because of whatever reason, then this switch turns on. Yeah, and this switch can be anywhere in your scene and it's still going to work perfectly fine. So this is like wireless communication, but it's I haven't tested it directly, but it feels cheaper. And the other thing is, so you can leave that there so you know, you remember that, but also you can copy this and put it anywhere you like, and like have this in 10 different chips across the scene or in the puppet or whatever, and then all of those places know if that bit of logic is turning on that keyframe. So yeah, it is pretty cool. If you clone something that is affected by a keyframe, then that keyframe affects the copy as well. If you just copy the keyframe, then both keyframes affect the original, and if you copy both of them at the same time, then the original will affect the original and the copy will affect the copy. So what we're doing here is just copying the affected object. So now this keyframe affects all those clones that you put around the place. You could even, like in other places, maybe you forget that this is a keyframed thing, so maybe you might want to have like a naming convention or something. Oh, it's got those square brackets, so that's from a keyframe. Whatever you want to do. It kind of makes it a lot more readable, because the other thing is the switch has the text right on the gadget, so when you're looking at it you're not like, oh, there's a port and it comes from this other place and I've got to backtrack it to figure out what it is, or hover over it. I mean, hovering over it's fine, but it's just staring at you right in the face. That's if it's falling. So if X is not held and it's in the air, or it's just falling, then this is going to send a signal, and it makes it a lot more easy to read as well. I'd like to thank the Common People, Mobius DT, Rev Player, and all of my other supporters for making this tutorial possible. If you'd like me to continue making these tutorials and helping creators across the internet, you can find out how to support me in the link in the description. Thanks for your consideration, and I'll see you in the next one.